Kakariko Village. West Necluda. Oh, I did make it all the way over here, huh? Well, let's go down there. What do they build here? Let's check out Kakariko Village. High Spirits Produce. Welcome.
Hi.
Trissa. Hello, welcome. I'm sorry, the old fellows who stock this place are busy driving off monsters. They've gone off to the Ring Ruin that's among the hills that lead west of the village. So as you can see, we've almost run out of goods. These two, they just don't get along. That's going to stand in the way of them taking care of that problem up there. You can't go and check up on them, and the longer they are away, the more worried I get. Codger's Quarrel. Dear me, apologies for going on and on about my old worries. So what can I help you with? Recommendations? The Swift Carrots. Hills that lead west of the village. So he's not here to tend his garden, and that's why we're pretty much out of stock. The general store is at risk of running out of goods. The two old men who stock the store have left to drive the monsters out of the Ring Ruin in the hills west of the village. Trissa's worried about the pair, but can't go to the store. Keep the store to check on them. Okay. What else we got in here? Hello. This is a building that's just a place to eat. Okay. Oh, we could do a little bit of cooking quick. What if I cook 2 of these glowing mushrooms? Bright mushroom skewer grants a low-level glow effect, illuminating your immediate surroundings. The simple mushroom pack skewer has a colorful presentation. Okay. Alright, let's stay along the left here. What do we got? What do you have to say, sir? There's Lady Paya. Dorian. Good grief, it's Lady Paya's duty to take care of the village. But whenever I take my eyes off her, she's elbow deep in some trivial new problem. Who? Is that really you, Link? Why, it's been some time. You gave me quite a shock. I didn't expect to see you appear here in our village. And right now, too, while our chief is... The chief? Oh, I suppose you haven't heard. The former chief, Lady Impa, retired. Now Lady Paya is the chief of Kakariko Village. I've been working as her assistant, but Lady Paya is ignoring her responsibilities. She won't listen to anything I say. All these ring ruins have her full attention. Even now, she's under one of the ring ruins with the Zonai Survey Team, that ruin over there. I wonder, maybe seeing you will remind her about her responsibility as chief. Would you do me a favor and stop by to see Lady Paya? What's up here? Just where she used to run the hotel. Run the village. Okay. Nothing observable right around there. Let's go in here. Anything good in here? What do we got? Can I read any of this? Nope. Can I read this? ZST, 3 big ideas. Read the Zonai Survey Team's 3 big ideas. Surveying shrines. The mysterious ruins that appeared due to the people with strange dome-like protrusions we're calling shrines. They're believed to be from the Zonai civilization, but exact details regarding these shrines are unknown. When observing shrines as well as fallen ruins, take note of their shape. The sky above, the surrounding environment. Surveying chasms. Large holes appeared all over the world after the upheaval. They release gloom and are known as chasms. Gloom is physically harmful to people. Direct contact should be avoided. If the effects of gloom are making you feel ill, evacuate from the chasm immediately. Before entering any chasm, be sure to ask permission from Jasha, the leader of the chasm surveys. Our team's purpose. We of the Zonai Survey Team were founded and tasked by Princess Zelda to study ruins and ancient documents. Through the lens of archaeological understanding, it is her hope that we will uncover the deep history of Hyrule. Due to the upheaval, many ruins from the Zonai civilization came crashing down from the sky. We have known very little of the Zonai, but we may now have evidence that their culture once flourished in the sky above. Our chief executive is Taro, the first individual in the world to find a clue deciphering Zonai scripts. Our current surveys are wholly focused on learning more about the Zonai civilization. Research results are shared out to specialists at the base in Kakariko Village. Diary of a Chief. Read Paya's Diary of a Chief, first page. One day, grandmother said to me, "You've grown up, Paya." It took me by surprise, so I simply nodded. She nodded back and said, "It's settled. As of today, you are the chief." And so it was. Suddenly, I was the chief. But what can I hope to achieve? Just like grandmother, I do have Dorian as my aide, for which I am grateful, yet for some reason he seems troubled. Grandmother has become obsessed with old books. I'm hesitant to reach out to her with my concerns. I fear this chief's hat that grandmother has given me is too heavy for me to bear. Literally, it rather hurts my head. It happened suddenly, without warning. I was so frightened by the impact, it was as though someone had taken hold of this world and given it a violent shake. The air grew stagnant, weapons decayed, and ruins fell from a somber sky shrouded in dark clouds. How fortunate that none of the villagers were injured. As for the village itself, it has been utterly transformed. 5 large ring-shaped ruins fell down upon the village, and a large opening in the ground has been spotted at East Hill. Even with everything that is happening, grandmother said that she was going to set out on a journey with Kato. I tried to stop her from going at a time like this, but she insisted that such times are precisely why she must go. I had no choice but to bid her farewell. Her eyes seemed to wordlessly say that she was shouldering some great mission. There were 11 peculiar symbols depicted in the books grandmother was reading. Could they somehow be related to her sudden departure? I told Pura of Lookout Landing about our village's situation. She said ring-shaped ruins are incredibly unusual. Realizing this could be a good opportunity to help the village, I made arrangements with the Zonai Survey Team at once. I returned home to greet them, and that's when Princess Zelda arrived at the village. She seemed almost like a doll of herself, the same outside but no spirit within. I could not hide my uncertainty. She forbade anyone from entering the broken and partially floating ruin, and then she left, just like that. She did not mention the village's awful conditions or have any words of kindness for our villagers. The Zonai Survey Team has arrived at our village. Their leader, Taro, is incredible and has already found a clue in the quest to decipher the Zonai writing. I tentatively named the ruins that fell upon our village the Ring Ruins. It seems the obvious choice. The villagers have treated me with such warmth. They even embraced my decision for us to coexist with the Ring Ruins. Of their own volition, some of our villagers volunteered to aid research and others for patrol duty. It is humbling to behold. Dorian's sweet little daughter, Coco, even crafted some souvenir items called ring garlands. Before I knew it, our days of never having visitors had passed. Our quiet village seems to have regained its vigor. Before all else, we must learn about the ring ruins. It is my responsibility as chief to see that it is done. I intend to fulfill my duties as chief in a manner that is slightly different from my grandmother's way. Gone is the chief who sits in her hall with quiet wisdom. That is what the village needed of her then, but no longer. I must keep moving forward so that when she returns, I can greet my dear grandmother with a triumphant smile. The Zonai Survey Team has arrived at our village. Their leader Toro's... Oh, this must be the end. Alright. Anything on this map? No, that's just the... Okay. Is there a Korok under here? Hey, little bud. Yeah, you found me. Bye-bye. Alright, well. That's where everyone wants us to go. The Ring Ruins, West Necluda. Calip's journal. Read Calip's journal. While Taro and I were taking a break, he asked me, "Hey Calip, what attracted you to join the Zonai Survey Team?" A little flustered, I answered that I heard its research division was led by a brilliant man of the name Taro. Because of you, essentially. I meant it sincerely, and in my heart I longed to continue. You're not like these other dullards, you know. You immediately grasped the breadth of my vision. Of course, no such thing has passed my lips. But I'm certain that Taro, and no one else, is the man who can help the world see my indescribable worth. Our leader, Taro, has done nothing but surprise me since I joined them. One day I arrived at the research site to find him sitting on bare earth as he stared out at a stone slab. I wished him good morning, and to that he turned to me and said, "Ah, Calip, sorry I didn't notice you. Working overtime today, huh?" I thought back to the night before. As I was heading in, I saw Taro sitting on bare earth, examining a stone slab. It hit me then. He had stayed up all through the night puzzling over the slab, never moving from his perch. I felt a profound envy of his ability to focus so completely that the passing of time escaped his notice. It's a researcher's duty to use his wisdom and intuition to bring light historical truths to bring to light historical truths which ruins would keep secret. We carry on the work of our forebears and continue our pursuit tirelessly, then pass what we learn to those who come after. Our leader Taro understands well that it is not a task that can be completed in a single generation. He says this is why he wants to make so many discoveries, even if the credit to whom they belong is lost. That's the sort of man Taro is, but I, Dr. Calip, won't be so easily satisfied. My discoveries will be noteworthy, to be sure, but it is my name that I want to live on forever, not just in people's memories, but in books, stone tablets, and if I might be a trifle immodest, landmarks. Calip Valley, Calip River, the Calip Hills. My dreams recognize no boundaries. Dr. Calip. Okay. Well, this is Dr. Calip's house. What's up here? Oh, just all part of this. Okay. Coco. Katla, where are you going? Katla, don't follow me. Does it rain on Sky Ruin? Lorda, whoa, somebody's pretty chipper for a gloomy day like this. Do you think that rain falls on the Sky Ruins too? There's so much we can't learn if we can't get up there. At last. At last. We're hands-on with the Ring Ruins. At last, we can't believe it. Letty, this chunk is just a small piece of one of the Ring Ruins. Nothing much, really. I mean, compare it to the main sites, like that Ring Ruin over there. It's broken in two, but you can still see the full ring. Well, we can't visit that one by order of Princess Zelda herself. No one's allowed to go anywhere near it. So isn't getting close up to this chunk here something at least? We can sweep up some of the fragments and sneak them away. We gotta study these ruins somehow, huh? Don't mind me. I'm just definitely leaving everything just as I found it. Wait, you're not with the survey team. I thought we were going to get yelled at again. We really want to become members of the Zonai Survey Team, so we came here to study the ruins. Do you know that the Ring Ruins have been found only in Kakariko Village and nowhere else? That's why the Zonai Survey Team sent a specialist to examine them. We figured this was a great opportunity to learn all sorts of things, but Letty has been running all over the place to look at this and that, so we've gotten nowhere fast. Come on, I'm sorry already, but after we're done here, I want to see the stone slab found in each of the Ring Ruins. Huge discoveries, they say. Naturally, let's see how many of the 5 Ring Ruins we can visit to see those. No, I don't know who you are, but I'm sorry you have to see me like this. I'm dealing with an illness, and I don't have the strength to get up. Is this about the clothing shop? Please talk to Clary. Illness? The other day when I was cleaning up the hill, I got too close to the chasm. That's when I accidentally touched that gloom. It seems to have taken quite a toll on my age. But don't worry, I'm all right. My granddaughter Lastly is looking after me. She should be just outside the house. That poor girl is very worried about me. I need to get better very soon. What about the clothing shop? Clothing shop? Normally, I run a clothing shop called Enchanted near the Ring Ruins, but in my illness, I've entrusted the shop entirely to my granddaughter, Clary. I want to get better quick so I can help her, but well, you can see how my recovery is going. Okay. That's an impressive carrot. You might be reprimanded if you take it. True. Kakariko Village well, West Necluda. What's in the well? Bright bloom seeds. Okay. Swallow the left ball. Okay. Swift carrot. This carrot is cultivated extensively in villages. It strengthens the legs and hips when you cook into a dish, which helps increase your movement speed. A fortified pumpkin. An extremely tough pumpkin raised for food. When cooked, that toughness manifests itself, considerably upping defense. What do we have here? Oh, that's it by the fire. Tattered notebook. Read the tattered notebook. My beloved husband always gives it his all in working in the ship's sailors. I admire that about him. He's been working himself to the bone ever since being granted the honor of guarding Lady Impa. I wish for him to always be in good health and good spirits. That's why I made him a tough meat stuffed pumpkin, using fortified pumpkin and fresh meat. I was thrilled he kept saying it was tasty and going back for more. I hope it filled his heart as well as his stomach. My little Katla, my perfect girl, I love her so very much. She is truly the apple of my eye. Speaking of apples, she seems to have quite the taste for hot buttered apples. She's like an adorable little squirrel, always stuffing her cheeks full of them. If I could, I would cook endless amounts of apples and goat butter to keep my little one happy. Coco is my precious treasure. As a sibling, she's an absolute sweetheart. She cares so deeply for her little sister. Ever since Katla was born, Coco doesn't ever whine or complain anymore. She is so strong and so wonderful. That's why Mommy knows Coco loves energizing honeyed apples. It's a tad difficult to collect honey, but so long as I carry fire with me, the bees won't attack. I would go to A, like to see my Coco smile, even a few bee stings. Okay. Well, the first guy wanted a pumpkin and meat. There we go. So what if I hold a pumpkin and some raw meat? The tough meat stuffed pumpkin grants a low-level defense boost. This hollow meat-filled pumpkin is a local specialty of Kakariko Village. Is there much else down here? Or is it just a place to get some pumpkins? This is back to the beginning? Yeah, pretty much. Millie, are you one of those tourists who've come to poke around the Ring ruins? A lot of older folks live around here. This little village used to be as quiet as a dusty old tomb. Then Payeg became chief and lots of youthful types have been coming around. Now it's quite lively. I just worry that with all the new folks running around, Something might happen to my plum garden. Plum garden? The previous chief planted these beautiful plum trees on the day I was born. They're a part of me. I take them like I would take care of my own children. Corey over there with the survey team shows my trees proper respect, so I let her use part of my garden for her research. She uses it to grow something called a sundaline. It seems important, so I keep careful watch, and don't fuss with it. I need to give this my all. Corey, this area is off limits. I'm borrowing the plum garden for my sundaline cultivation. Sundaline? Sundaline is a new species of plant. The first one was found on ruins that fell from the sky. I believe that means they grow on sky islands. I'm still in the middle of my investigation, but early results indicate that they have some sort of relationship with the gloom. If I can prove that, I think I might be able to help those suffering from gloom exposure and aid our research of the depths. In any case, it's rare to find them on the surface. So I'm using the village's plume garden to see if I can cultivate them. Gloom isn't my area of expertise. Luckily, there's a specialist on the survey team. I consult him on gloom-related matters. Okay. Okay, nobody in here today. This is just an inn. Looks like it. Oh, come on. Die. Welcome, friend. Those eyelids feeling heavy? Then you've come to the right place. Pick any bed in this inn and it's yours. For a paltry 10,000 rupees. I'm joking. You should have seen the look on your face. Whew, yeah. I don't even work here. I stopped by hoping to catch some Z's when the owner up and asked me to keep an eye on the place. He said he had to go make up beds in the survey team tents and that he'd be right back, but I don't think he's coming back. I want to look for him, but there are 4 tent camps in this village and only one me. Could you maybe track down the owner and tell him to come back already? If you run across some sleepy-looking guy spacing out, you found your man. Out of the inn. Dai was asked to watch over an inn, and he's starting to worry that the owner's not coming back. He's asked you to try to find him. Oop. It seems the owner had gone to change the survey team's bed sheets. Their tents are located in 4 different areas, though, so Dai's not sure where the owner could be. All right. The Curious Quiver. Rolo, with everyone making such fetch about those ring ruins, I'm glad to see a young lad like you visit my humble arrow shop. You must be a fine archer. If Lurelin Village has more archers like you, then maybe things wouldn't have happened like they did. Lurelin Village? If you want to hear about my hometown, I can talk your ear off. Lurelin Village is a small fishing town on the southeastern coast. You may be out of the way, but it has shops and such you'll find only there. Our village is a lovely place, but then it was seized by pirates, and everyone has had to abandon the village. The villagers are scattered all over now. The leader of the village is desperate to save Lurelin, but who knows what'll happen. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take us in such dark directions. No helping it. Now then, back to work. Seeing someone look at these arrows reminds me of my husband. There was a time he was a regular master archer. I wonder where he is now. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm going to take a quick... They're all up so high. Boga, hey there, kid. Did you come to see the ring ruins too? We might bump into each other when you're running around the village seeing the sights. If you want to learn about the ring ruins, be sure to ask the Zonai Survey Team people here or the village chief. You'll find her and a few team members under one of the ring ruins, the one floating in the north side of the village. The ring ruin? Heh. They're the only most amazing sight to see in Hyrule. Of all the ruins that fell, these ring-shaped wonders are only in this village. 5 of them. They found a stone slab with Zonai writing and all 4. These ancient messages are the main reason I came to this village. The problem is, I have an extreme fear of heights. My legs start shaking if I'm even on the 2nd floor of a house. And every ring ruin fell somewhere high up. One of the ruins is floating above part of the village, so at least I can see it from below. The other 4, though, forget about it. I can't even get close. I wish I could find out what's on the stone slabs in each of those ruins. A trip through history. Alright, well. Mommy. I can't visit Mommy's grave because the ring ruin is blocking the way, so I'll pray for Mommy from here. Only Mommy gets to hear about my secret base. Katla, Father is busy with work today, so the two of us will talk to Mother together. Mother, Katla, Father, and I are all well. It's a little lonely now that Father works for the chief, though. He doesn't come home much anymore. Good grief, it's Lady Paya's duty to take, but whenever. Yeah, I talked to you. I was wondering if you want your wife's. Okay, I made you your wife's favorite food, but I guess you don't want it. Let's go find out what's going on with these ring ruins.